we've been doing something the same way for so long, does that mean it's right for today? You know, we don't stop and question the context of why those decisions were made at that time, and that speaks to me. Why, if we were inventing the automobile today, would we invent it? Would it run on a finite resource that we have to go to war for and export, you know, billions of dollars of our GDP to? No, we probably made it like our laptops, it run like our laptops. So it's this kind of questioning I find very, very inspiring. That if we were to do it today, is this how we would do it?
I find it inspiring. To sit next to Ben Miller. No, I find it inspiring that there's a guy who, you know, in the middle of his life, all of a sudden, like, turns back into his life and looks at it and becomes obsessed with having to deal with what came before. I think that's inspiring. That he is now, you almost feel like he is now going to Groundhog Day himself until that day is gone, and he can sit in the stands and watch the game. You know, and he can, you know what I mean. And he can enjoy a baseball game again, and he can enjoy his life again. But he is obsessed with having to somehow turn and look back into it. I think it's very inspiring, and I think that that's what's so hard about the conflicts in the film, is that no one can actually say that. You know what I mean? Like, Billy Bean can't walk into my office and go, listen, I'm looking back at my life, and I'm like, oh, Billy, that's too much for me, you know. But I do think that you know, whenever we talked about the film, that's sort of the human side of it was that, and that's very inspiring, because I think all of us are kind of at that point in our lives, you know, and I think that speaks to us. That does speak to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I've never done anything like this before. I've got 10 million reasons why this film is inspired. I'm inspired right now. This is really surreal. I mean, in terms of like Scott Hatterberg being a working class baseball player, I think like as an actor, that's kind of who I am. You know, I mean, most people don't know who I am, and I don't get paid a shitload of money or anything like that. And you know, you guys got me really cheap. I'm kind of like Scott Hatterberg in that sense, but like one thing that I mean, I can't really speak to seeing film as an experience, or like what an audience member will think. But for me, is the journey of this film. It was what inspired me was hanging out with real baseball players. I mean, this film is very authentic to the sport of baseball. Every baseball player, apart from myself, did play in the pros on the minor, major league level, or in college or farm league. I mean, these guys are throwing 95-mile-an-hour fastballs. Every bit of baseball you see is real. I would take this baseball team against any other baseball team from any other baseball movie ever. These are real baseball players. And so to be part of that was really inspiring, and being able to work with Chad Kruger, who's the former head coach at USC, and just hanging out with like a team of baseball players. It was so cool. It was, I don't know, it inspired me to become a bigger fan of baseball and to join a softball league at work and stuff. So like, I don't know, there's a million reasons why this thing inspired me.
Jonah?